this. Okay, this should be good right here. Hello and welcome, guys. We're gonna do a bonus here. We're gonna do a read for... Are you better on your own, or is there someone out there who can love you the way that you love you? Okay, so let's see. Some of you may be feeling kind of like, maybe I'm just meant to be like on my own, you know? Maybe this so-called love thing is not for me. Maybe, you know, a lot of maybes. So maybe I'll just be, you know, better single. But let's see. So we're gonna have here 8 stacks. The first stack is the Ace of Wands. Stack 2 is the 7 of Wands. Stack 3 is the 8 of Pentacles. Stack 4 is the 9 of Pentacles. Stack 5 is the 8 of Cups. Stack 6 is Judgment. Stack 7 is the King of Wands in reverse. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse in stack 8. So, feel free to meditate here, guys. Stack 1 is the Ace of Wands upright. 2 is the 7 of Wands upright. 3 is the 8 of Pentacles upright. 4 is the 9 of Pentacles upright. 5 is the 8 of Cups upright. 6 is Judgment upright. 7 is the King of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Cups in reverse, that's the last and final stack. So again, stack 7 is the King of Wands in reverse. And stack 8 is the Ace of Cups in reverse. So feel free to jump into your stack. And yeah. We'll see to it. Stack 1, welcome. We have the Ace of Wands. First of all, who are you? Well, let's just jump into it. Actually, I feel like we're pretty ready on this. Something about CVS. What in the Carlos? We have here Death. Is there someone out there who would love you the way that you love you? Let's see, stack 1. 7 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Spirit is saying you really, in your life, there's a major theme of loving you. You loving you. This is a big theme for you. Making sure that you're in self-love energy. Hey, Isaac, can you guys chill? This is important, okay? Especially with the 2 of Cups, you know, the theme of love in general. You can't just do without it. Like, you have to find what that is for you. That's important. When you do, I want to pull on that. So if you, yeah, I do see someone here, guys. Some of you, you may end up with someone who's a little younger than you. If you are a masculine, I do see an Empress for you in this lifetime, okay? Hey, Isaac! But the, yeah, so the, yeah. I'm going to get really quick on who you are, and then we're going to get into stack 2, because I do see someone there for you. You could be a Capricorn. Stack 2, the 7 of Wands upright. Is there someone out there who could love you the way that you love you? Some of you are in a relationship. So I don't see you entirely single. If you're single, yeah, so this would not be your stack. All right. Mirren, honestly, you're thinking about the next step either in this relationship, or like you're wondering, can this person bring you this happiness, the person you're with, or you're wondering if you should move outside of the confines of the so-called confines of this relationship. Of course, confines is all in our psychology, right? We are sovereign, free and sovereign beings. It's just our perspective Our perception. It's just our perception, of course. So, hey, guys. Hey, Isaac. Isaac, if you bark like that. He knows. Hey, Isaac. If you bark like that, I'm going to put you in the playpen. All right. So, who is, is there someone I'm going to see, other than this person that you're, I guess, I think that's what you're asking for. First of all, Spirit is saying that, well, yeah, pull on my hair. Fuck you. Hey, Isaac? I said no. Isaac, come here right now. Guys, I said, if you bark, I'm going to put you in the playpen. Come here, dolls. Come here, angels. Come on. It's time to go in the playpen now. Isaac? Hey. Okay. Okay, then no barking. So, yeah, the Heartburn reverse, first things first, like, we have to do clearing. If you're with someone that you're not happy with, well, you need to clear this person. Sorry, that's how it works. I mean, you cannot pack in the luggage if you still have things from your last vacation, okay? So if you were on a vacation to the Bahamas and now you're going to the North Pole, but you're not willing to unpack, you don't have a luggage available. Yeah. I was saying fuck you to this, by the way. They will the entity, whoever's, pissed and pulling on my hair. Okay? Go screw yourself, okay? I would never talk to my dogs like that. Ever. That's not to my dogs. Just to confirm that and clarify that. Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you have to, you got to do clearing. This is the stack where you got to do clearing. This is not, like, fair, I think, as well to other people in this situation. Like, I got somebody, but, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to leave it there, though. I feel like that's number one. Spirit is saying, that's number one. Okay, so that's, yeah. If you're already in a relationship, yeah, that's just, yeah. That's like keeping multiple cars in the lot, on a reserve, and you put money down for all of them, but you only plan to buy one of them, and in the meantime, somebody else could have come and got the perfect car, but you're stalling there holding that car. That's not cool. That's what I hear. So, okay, just being, yeah. So if you're pissed at that, that's what it is. Stack 3. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. There is someone out here, just automatically right off the bat. There is someone, and they're like right around you. So it sounds like the person that is for you is, oh yeah, they're right around you. So you may already even be talking to this person. Let's see. Return to senders. All senders. 3 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Pentacles upright. You have like 2 people maybe right now. But there's one person who is the one for you. Okay, so you're like, and you are aware of them, the 2 of Swords, but I don't know, like, you don't see it yet, the 2 of Swords. You're not like clear on it yet, but yeah. By the way, guys, hit the like button on this video, otherwise it'll get boomerang to, I don't know if we're gonna put on members, but hey, hit the like button and I'll meditate on it. Let's get at least 100 likes. I mean, we got 124 people in the room. We got 41 likes, so yeah, let's get at least 100 likes before this video ends. So the Page of Pentacles. It's important because it's about energy exchange, and it also helps other people get to this message. Otherwise, we don't make the most of this portal. So yeah, let's do our diligence. But that is what I hear from Spirit. It's not always that we push on the likes, but sometimes, yeah, Spirit is also testing us, I guess. Is it really relevant? Do we claim this portal? So, anyways, return it. The crown. I'm hearing the name. I'm hearing Adam. Like, someone really likes you. They really want to be with you. Guys, can you calm down? Okay, chill. Leave Isaac alone, guys. Okay. Isaac, shh, shh, shh. No. Can you chill out? Just sit and relax. Sit and relax. No. Sit, stay, don't move. The Three of Swords. So, this person is obsessed with you. Like, I don't know who this is, but yeah, they're obsessed with you and like they're right around you. I feel like some of you, they're right under your nose. Like, you may not see this person in this way, but oh my god, guys, like they adore you. They're obsessing over you. Like, they are imagine there's something they're trying to manifest you, honestly. Like, they're trying to imagine that you would be the one and that, you know, you're coming in like any day now, that you're gonna realize that, you know, yeah, that like y'all are the one. They adore you. So, but yeah, some of you, interesting, like you don't see it yet. Like, I feel like you haven't elevated yet to the point where you could actually recognize this person. So I'm like, my heart's breaking a little bit for this person because I feel like they feel they're arrived, like they're there. It's like, hey, like, do you see me? So the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, yeah, some of you may be into like flashier energies. You're more like looking for the dude on Insta who is, you know, like hashtag HAWT, like the one who's kind of narky. I'm being very honest. Some of you are still hooked on narc currency, so you're not going to be able to recognize this person, all right? It's going to be really hard for you to be able to identify your true soulmate if you're still identifying with narc energy. Narc energy is a very different energy than those who are chosen of the light, who are here to actually share light and spread light, right? Who are on their soul mission and their soul path. If you're drawn to people who are non-alignment, well, yeah, it's going to be really a different talk and a different walk and a different type of wedgie at the end of that connection that you're going to end up with, love and light. Like, this is, we're talking two different, very different energies. Return down the left side, bye. Yeah, you're into, right now, some of you, you know, you're still looking for like a flashy, I'm hearing a flashy gangster. I don't know what that means for everybody, but yeah, we're on stack 3. You're looking for someone to, like, kind of like validate your ego. So again, very different type of person you would be looking for, right? Like, you would be drawn to a different type of energy, and you probably would just, you know, this soulmate could be right under your nose, and you just kind of like not even see them. Some of you, this person sees you; they are of a higher vibration. I'm going to be very honest with you. This higher soulmate is aware of you, but you're not aware of them. Now, that's not for everybody, but for some, yeah, I mean, you're not even at all remotely able to recognize them, and they're right around you. So I kind of feel for this person because I feel like they're kind of just sitting there waiting for you, honestly. Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, not in a desperate way, not at all in any kind of desperate way, just in the way that they are. Like, they are a very high vibrational person, this person who's waiting for you. And yet you are here with the Nine of Swords, and you're kind of like sitting here waiting on, you know, Mr. I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama to do the math on your relationship. Like, what? Sorry, what? This person may be an anxious slave owner that you're drawn to. So I see some of you, like, you're hooked on someone on an Instagram or something. This person, they're not a high vibrational individual. Yeah, they're manipulating you with their manipulative currency. They're not actually attractive. They're manipulating you. Two different things. This other person, they cannot come into your life. They can't force you to elevate and to be attracted to something that you're not drawn to. If you're not actually drawn to this person because of who they just simply are rather than what they manipulate you with, I mean, you're just not ready for them. So some of you, you have to go through this with this karmic. Yeah, I mean, you're falling in, you know, you're falling for it. You're really falling for this ploy. I see that with a player. And you may have to live that through. It's going to have to be a bit of a, yeah, turn on the pike while this other person is just kind of sitting around. So, yeah, I'm hearing 1111. It's like as if we just don't see the portal. It's like Spirit's handing us a full portal, and we're just like, I don't know. I don't know. Swipe left. Like, what? But he was like, I'm hearing, he was, yeah, the Three Swords. Like, so this person, I think they're watching over you, and they're just like really heartbroken and really sad. And it's because they feel what you are leading yourself down the path of. They feel for you. Okay. I'm hearing that song. I just want to take your time. Like, this person waiting for you is a good guy. Okay. I feel they are a really valid soulmate for you. They are someone who, you know, but you can't, I guess, appreciate it until you've experienced the inverse to that equation, to that operation. This person, you know, is going to be very different from, I think, who you experienced right before meeting them. So yeah, it's important that I guess you go through this. Some of you return it. You have to, go through this with this karmic who, you think is the bee's knees and he's so romantic, but there's nothing here. I don't see anything here with this person and you. I see manipulation. Okay. Substance, you're going to get it from someone else, not that person. So I personally would have loved to hear that years ago. So I hope that's helpful for someone. If it's not, maybe I'm just not your reader because I'm just very honest. And I'm going to, do what I can to get you out of the matrix. But anyways, it's up to you to leave. Next read. Here we have the 9 of Pentacles. What's going on? Stack 4. Do you have someone here who, who's who? I see why you're at this reading. You do have somebody. I can see where you would think that probably you don't. Okay, or maybe you don't, or like, yeah. Because, let's return it. Yeah. You're interesting. You're a very interesting person. With the High Priestess, you are a very intense person as well. Sometimes you wonder, like, can someone handle my shit? My good shit, I mean. You're like, I don't know, I have these gifts. Who can I share these gifts with that wouldn't take advantage of my gifts? That wouldn't, this is a big question for you. And I feel it's coming from a humble place. I really do. I feel it's coming from the place of, I know I'm a high-level light worker. And that I am not just here to kind of experience this matrix reality. And so, what do my spirit guides want of me? So, there's a lot to this. There's a lot to you. And I understand, again, like, return. Forget relationships like love relationships. This is also just friendships. God, just your people you hold as your company around you on the daily. Like, you're very careful, and you should be. And I think that you know why. And so you're kind of like, but you do have someone here. The Knight of Pentacles. Pleasantly surprised. I hear it like that. I think you'll be when you get the go ahead from Spirit. Yeah. So I think you've been alone like most of your life with the High Priestess. Like, you've been, I feel like sometimes maybe even like you're a little moody, but I think that you're very sensitive to energy, but it's up to you to talk to your personal practitioner. This is your own video, right? But yeah, you are like very intense again. What would be seen as like moody, okay? Is actually your very sensitive energy to this subtle dimension that surrounds this dimension we're in physically. And you're like, there's more to the story. So when you meet people in the Matrix, this is probably the majority of people that you meet, you probably don't get along with them. That's how it would seem, but it's not really that. It's that you see what's beyond what we see. Because you don't see as a we, you see as a what you see. You are independent in that space, and you realize that what you see is unique and that it is valid. So you're not willing to kind of become one with the goat tribe, okay? Like just a blind follower of, these sleeper cells, okay, human beings. So and you're not going to change that. And so, well, I'm not going to budge. But then is there someone who can kind of connect with me on that and know of me in that way, but also appreciate that there is more to life than also just that? So you're like, listen, I'm not antisocial with the High Priestess, but I don't have to be social if it means me giving up what it is that are my virtues and my values and my code and what I know and my sacred wisdom. So the High Priestess is a card that's really giving a bit of a staircase here to the people who you come across, and it's one that, I'll be very honest, most people will not take that road to your heart, love, and light. I'm being so honest with you. I was honest with Stack 3 brutally. I'll be honest with you too, right? We have to be clear on this. Like, it's not personal, and you probably know that most people just don't have it in them. Like, and it doesn't mean anything about you. It really doesn't mean anything about them either. It just means where they're at on the grid is just not where you're at on the higher planes. They have too much karma, usually, to be able to, even if they wanted to. Like, you have a path to the core of your heart space. That is, there are a lot of traps lined up there, and that's for a good reason. So if someone is not able to get to your heart and, and they're hurting you, I'm hearing that as well, that's protection. So you need to realize that also from your spirit guides that you'll know who's really right for you in honestly the simplest of ways, if you can just surrender. The King of Cups, there is someone here, guys. But this person, some of you, this is going to be a situation that is a bit tricky and interesting because the way it comes about is to protect both of you. I see something about an age gap here. So oh wow, and Spirit is giving me a download on the twin flame connection. So the age gap is actually, if there is one, and I wouldn't by any means say I'm an expert on that. It's not like I've been doing studies on twin flames. No, but I'm getting a download from Spirit, right? Okay, my whole screen just went red. That twin flames, okay, there are different attributes that make the connection rather hard to sort of sit and settle into. And we have talked about this before, that, it is a very high vibrational relationship. If it is truly a twin flame relationship, it's controversial. It's not just pick a fence. It's not just White House. It's not just Disney. It's actually a controversy because the vibration would be so high that it would actually obliterate shadow draconian agendas here on this planet. Is it true? I mean, otherwise, what would we call a very high level soulmate relationship? If it's, oh, well, I just love him and he's so hot, it's like, well, then that's a 3D thing, right? So if there's something beyond this, and we understand that there is a conversation that we are having with that person as well, that is beyond what we're having just in this 3D matrix that we could have with anybody else, right? There is something that needs to be protected, obviously, because otherwise you would have met them in the very beginning, early stages of your life, and you would have met them when maybe at times if you were in the matrix, you would have met them in circumstances where, more people would be involved and they would have a hand in how you'd meet that person as well, maybe. Or, heck, why wouldn't it just be a prearranged marriage at this point? There is the need to sort of infiltrate and sort of weave this discussion in such a way into your life and into their life that would also set you both up for the highest possible path of transcendence. That's not always easy. So some of you here, there is an age gap. I do see that. Some of you here, this person's going to come in. It's going to be the least likely person that you could ever imagine being your partner. And what happens is over time is they will evolve into someone who then you would be able to recognize back in the so-called back in the day as the person who you would imagine yourself with. So this is going to be something very interesting. It's going to sort of invert. It's kind of giving me like the person who was most popular in high school, who everyone thought, oh, he's going to be like that person, actually ends up being like not really popular. Okay. 20 years down the line ends up maybe God forbid let go into jail. It's like, then, the nice guy, it's nice guys finish last. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But it's not just nice. It's like, I remember random. It's like the person you least expect is going to be that person who you can trust the most. The person who you can actually create real shit with, okay? Not just like have sex and then feel drained, and then you're just like, why am I at the end of the day, 10 years into this relationship, not happy? You get married, real soon, you fall in love, so-called, you fall into lust, and then you end up getting a divorce. That's not a twin flame relationship. I hear it like that. So this has been set up so that you really, we just pulled the Queen of Cups on the King of Cups. Like, we cannot make this up, you guys. So you had to be alone for a while, probably, with the Five of Cups upright and the Moon in reverse to understand also yourself to the extent that you're deep, right? So you really needed time to sort of unpack your story. Otherwise, it's like, we wouldn't be doing your story justice. So I feel like some of you here, you have a complex story and it only will continue to become more of that to you, right? You'll not become less of yourself when, later in life, when you meet someone, you'll be more of yourself and you'll be more of that person even with another person. And this person is on this plane. Yes, they are. And they are here for you. All right. So I feel some of you very happy to hear that. You'll be like, okay. So there is going to be someone that I can go back and forth with on this because, yeah, you're very high vibrational and you're very sensitive. I feel that as well. And you're not willing to sacrifice that life, okay, and the lifestyle that you live. And yes, someone will be there. And you're going to it's very interesting. Clearing the crown chakra. You're going to realize that this person, they came into your life in the way that Spirit needed them to as well. And that's going to be in such a way where, your ego needs to catch up with how your higher self already knows it. Eight of Cups. Stack 4. Stack 5? Stack 5, right? Okay, yeah, stack 5. So, some of you here, stack 5, like, you are quite private, I see that. Some of you could have been, you were divorced. Well, yeah, you were divorced. Now I see you like very closed off to matters of the heart. Some of you need to work on your heart chakra a lot. Like your heart chakra is like you have this sediment like just kind of packed onto your heart chakra, and it's becoming heavier and heavier over the years. So what you need to really do here, yeah, I see that you were divorced. I see that for some of you, you really need to start focusing on your heart chakra, getting more into your heart chakra, getting more playful again. Like how can we imagine that we can live sitting under the tree and taking advantage of its beautiful shade in the heat of summer when we are not watering it, when we are not giving the seed, okay, exposure to the sun. Like there's this a bit of it's a bit ironic, okay? There's a bit of even a satire here. Like I see that you, and I'm not making fun of you, but I feel like, if you were to step away from your life and your life story and look at it objectively and say, what's going on with me? Okay, what's happening? What the hell's going on in my life? Then it would be interesting because you'd be like, well, I'm looking for love, but then I'm like, in this cave and I'm dwelling indoors and I'm not willing to open up to anybody in any kind of way. I imagine love is out there, but then it's like, and so there's something kind of anomalous. It's funny. It's interesting. I think that if you really, really see it, and when you do, in the state of epiphany, you would probably laugh. Okay. So, and you'd be like, okay, yeah, now it wasn't making fun of me. I get where she's coming from. So, or we'll say the guides, right? Because I'm just the messenger. But the Six of Wands, you have also a very high standard, and I think that it's not a bad thing. I think you just have to get back into that. Maybe you had a very high standard, and then something happened. I don't know. Something happened. It was something that some of you have a lot of Virgo. Just return it. Well, yeah, you are like a bit jaded, love and light. Can I say that? I think that you may be a little jaded. It's like you're kind of watching even others live their love life through. It's like watching them vicariously. You're enjoying love in this 3D dimension. Yeah. So this is about also realizing that no such thing as time and space, like love and light. But you may be the type of person who's like, oh, it's too late for me. I'm already like this age, personally as a Pisces, I don't believe in that. Okay. It was a Pisces sun, Sag moon, Mars and Gemini, Venus and Aries. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't understand that. I understand. I grew up with a mom who has a Saturn in the 5th house. Yeah. I think she's got a conjunct Jupiter. Yeah, that. So you can imagine how that love and light, I'll be very honest, at times that's extremely frustrating because, I wouldn't call myself Saturnian. It is my North Node ruler. I do have a stellium in Cap, but generational planets, I'm not. I would say I'm more Jupiterian, of course, yeah, by a long stretch than Saturnian. So this was very frustrating, and I think that some of you may be in that energy where it's like, I like to say no before I say yes a little bit. Like I like to challenge even my own inner child, which I don't know, guys, it makes me sad when I hear that, when I feel like people don't believe in, the eternity of our of the soul within the soul. I hear it like that. The reason for why we are here. We're not here as well in this limitless form, in this limited form. We're also not here in a limitless form. We're here in a limited form. So some of you need to maybe kind of get more elastic with your mind's eye. If you chose a stack, I would meditate. I would probably also, talk to a practitioner, but I would get into more alkaline foods. Okay. Some people, they need more grounding. Some people, they need to shift up the diet. If I were you, I would do more greens. But again, talk to a practitioner is a general video. I don't know exactly everybody I'm talking to, right? So, right, you got to talk to, your naturopath, whoever, before you make any major lifestyle decisions. However, that's just what I'm picking up on. You need to raise your vibration, and you need to be able to see that there is more to life than what we see. But if you are in a very hypercritical energy of also yourself, and I don't think this just applies to only your love life, but your general life, you're sort of cutting yourself short. You're cutting your opportunities down, and this goes back to childhood. So I'm seeing for some of you that, you're very quick to sort of, end the race. It's like, what's going on? Like, we have to fight for this. So some of you here, this is about your passions in life. We have to get back into that, get back on that train, start remembering who you really are at your core. This is a bunch of dead skin cell energy on you. You really have to exfoliate your aura because these past experiences, like you're letting them sort of become you, and that's not who you're here to be. You experience these shadow work moments so that you can move through them, not so that they become you and then you project them in your life as if That's you. You are not your experiences. So use those experiences, right, to grow, to transcend, to become another version of yourself. And so some of you here, but I see sometimes you get stuck in a rut. Like maybe you have a lot of Virgo, a lot of Capricorn, a lot of, even Taurus or Leo, some Aries. Maybe your ego gets into it as well. It's like, no, I'm fine over here. It's like, okay, well, some of you may be defending your scars. So if you're not letting that wound heal, then what is it there for? Why did we experience that? If that person was to just sit in our aura as someone who hurt us, why? That's not what we're here on 3D for. So some of you really have to start penetrating your wounds more so that you can heal, because that's your gift. If you don't heal, then you don't ascend. That's what I hear. Okay, now, is there someone there for you, though? The Hangman. Spirit is saying, this is a path where you really have to move through your shadow work. This is number one. I'm not going to say that someone's sitting right there, you're going to find someone online. I don't think you're going to find somebody online. Spirit's not going to make this easy for you. You have to heal. I hear it like that, and that means doing the hard work for your soul. The hard work for your soul. Doing the hard work, the hard to your ego, that is there as a return for your soul. Okay, you have to do what feels hard to your ego so that you can be there truly for your soul. Okay, so to be present. Okay, so some of you, you're like more in your 3D element, and it's not allowing you to find not only true love, but any kind of love at all in your life, and you're becoming very cynical. I see that. Some of you are becoming very closed in. You're becoming very, avoidant, and maybe like even possibly like paranoid and not trusting of anybody. And it's true. I mean, I think I'm probably one of the readers on YouTube who would be the first to tell you that entities exist, okay, and they're definitely out there, and you need to be careful of who you interact with. But in this case, this is a different story. I think some of you in this case, you really you need to get out of that heavy sort of generational karmic energy as well. I'm seeing 9/11 there on the clock, so this tells me of endings. It tells me also of breakups. 911 is usually related to a major closing of a contract with another soulmate. So another soul partner, so you probably did go through something that is still in your energy and in your aura. People could probably feel it, okay? I'm just going to tell you very honestly, when they see you, it's like, wow, I think that they just, it's something very heavy, and that's Saturn right there. So please take care, as this is a great time, right, as Venus is moving and leaving Capricorn, for you to make peace with those conversations. It is a lot about forgiveness, right? Yeah, I see SUL here. Take as you will. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Well, that was stack 5, right? This is stack 5 that we're on. So yeah, Spirit is saying like you absolutely need to. I just hear it again, just simple heal. I think you know what it is. I think you know whatever you need to do to just get down to this. Nobody is pushing you to become any particular person here. It's what you make of the opportunities that come your way. Every single moment that's challenging in life is an opportunity for you to grow. So if you ever feel like, oh man, that kind of, just return it. Yeah, there is an entity involved. I think that some of you may have an entity attachment, so you need to target your health, number one. You need to absolutely focus. If you're looking for love, that's not the place. You need to look at your health, number one. I would do a cleanse. If you were in a heavy relationship, like a divorce or something, and then you got divorced, you need to do a cleanse. Okay, that's number one. You need to detox, because look up samskara, because you may be holding on to that. Oh, you of course are. I mean, it's the more reinforced your connection with that person, like they are imprinted into your aura in some kind of way. So you need to do a cleanse, like clear this person out of your system, and then you can be more available to understand what love needs to be in this dimension to truly make you also return in the crown, feeling free, okay? Because I think that's a major theme here. Some of you are bonded to this trauma. Let's move on. Some people, they believe that it's better than being free, and that's sometimes where we get caught. The ego gets caught there. What do they call it? It's like masochism, where it's like you want to feel the trauma because it makes you feel like then you don't need to move on, but then that's really like that person they're projecting their karma onto you. And so by you not sort of claiming that you have moved on, it doesn't really let either one of you move on from that karmic path. Anywho, that's stack 4. Was that? Why are we getting so confused? Stack 5. That was stack 5. That's what I'm gonna leave it. I feel that's where spirit wants you at. I'm hearing with this message, at least, in the light way of saying, I'm hearing Chad and the name Joey. Yeah. So this is, and again, I'm going to reiterate, this is a stack where probably, we hear things like, he hurt me. No, he did not hurt you. He doesn't really exist. This dimension doesn't really exist. Okay. This is like a path. This is a class. The knowledge that we attain in class, it's not a thing, right? So, but we go to class, and this is what life is. We are here to learn. So, I mean, if you are sitting there and you've ended the story at he hurt me, then you're sort of just sitting, in that class and just kind of just sitting there, and you're not, taking a pencil out. You're not taking the textbook out. You're not opening your ears. You're not receptive to your reality, and you're not actually transmuting anything. So you're not transmuting the challenges and the pain. Pain is very important. And people all the time, well, why don't you just take, and we'll say it in a metaphor, why don't you just take some Tylenol if you have a headache? It's like, I want to know what's going on with me in every way. Why should we cover, any so-called symptom of what is happening in another way within us that is much more deeply felt? Some of you, you may be into like, kind of like, I don't want to feel the pain and like escaping. Some of you, and if the emotional traumas that may be. So, and that's where we say, head over to your diet. Okay. I'm here in Paradise. Is that a song? Paradise. I never listened to that song. That's someone's message for sure. Very specific message. Like So you maybe have like a crux activity, something that makes you feel like you're not it makes you feel comfortable. So we're not here to feel comfortable. Okay. That's Saturn shadow. That's, I can do it, so I should. No, I can work this hard, but why? I mean, if you're in alignment, you don't have to work so-called hard. Okay, that's not the point of, again, this life and this timeline. Some of you, this is generational karmic energy, and it is about you transcending that and realizing that love is found where you are free. Okay, so yeah. And not letting this ex-partner go when it comes to this trauma, in finding true healing and transcendence. And no longer, how do you know if you're at that point? Because you no longer have hatred in your heart for this person. That's how you know you've moved on, truly. Not getting to that point is allowing this person just to live through you and to ultimately control you, to control your happiness and your peace. And that's your currency. That is of much, much higher vibration, I'll say, than fear and, the shadow. So, yeah, I feel like that's the major take home with you, stack 5. And I wish you light. Again, I'll say, go and address your diet. Number 1, make sure you're listening to your body, your mind, your soul. When you're feeling something, you need to be more in touch with that. Otherwise, that will lead to another symptom, and that will lead to another symptom. And then you're wondering why your whole life becomes symptoms, and you have this bombardment of symptoms, and you don't have the core of you intact. You don't have a connection to who you really are, because you're running away from yourself, ultimately, right? You're running from what your heart is trying to tell you. I'm hearing that as well. And I feel, some of you here, your heart is trying to talk to you, but you can't hear it. I hear it like that. It's a little bit like, similar to, was it stack 2? Stack 3? Yeah, with the Instagram. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah, again, guys, yeah. Anything else, for you? Stack 5. Yeah, that's more or less it. We don't want to be stagnant. We don't want to, stall and just kind of sit outside again in the hallway. Like when you are not understanding yourself and understanding that you may be pained and that there is something that's bothering you and that that's not a bad thing, that's how you have true redemption, okay? um, in this life here, and always, honestly, it's always going to you, right? As shitty of a person as someone can be, they'll never not make them a teacher, right? So, and that's where we say, are we humble? Are we humble enough to understand that we're always a student? So some of you here, like, you know, just don't don't remain in a state of pacification with your own pain. And just sit in that, just don't sit in that hallway. Don't sit in that hallway and return it. Some of you need to do like a past life regression even, or even like like hypnotherapy. I would highly recommend that for you if you chose this stack. And you probably know, you know, you have to really dig a few layers deep to get down to this, because, you know, we could say, oh no, it's my back pain. That's right. No, it's my sister. Oh no, it's actually my husband. Oh no, it's actually something else, guys. And I do feel it's karmic, and I think that some of you here, it does come down to your readiness to evolve on a very, very high plane here. We're not just talking like, oh, I got over my childhood trauma. This is something about your lineage, your starseed code, and the generational karma that you've carried to this planet to work on. So you probably have a lot of Pluto in your chart. You probably have a lot of Uranus in your chart as well, and Neptune. And this is the kind of double-edged sword energy. Like, this can really break you, or it can make you the legend, you know, that people are living for on this planet. People are living for you to move through this shadow work of yours. And that's the karma of the I'm hearing the twin flame. Okay, so you're going to take it as you will. This is a very heavy stack. Obviously, there's a lot more to this. But yeah, you have a lot of work to do, and I feel like Spirit's just kind of like looking at you like, okay, we're ready when you are, but we cannot be the ones to initiate and get the ball rolling with that karma. Like, you have to do it. Okay, you have to do this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anything else here? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, some of you need to like go back into a regressive energy. So Dolores Cannon probably is like wonderful for anyone who chose a stack, because she really explained it very well. And this was her work. You know, she started out doing hypnotherapy, I think it was, and past life regressions, I think eventually. And she realized that there was a common thread with people who maybe even had like depression, you know, things like this. And they realized it's not really like depression. It's something else. There's something to that. Like, just as we say, well, we're not just here on this planet randomly, right? It's like, oh, I'm just a human. I'm just here. No. Nobody is just anything. So what does it come down to? If especially it's bothering you, right? If it's bothersome to you, then you have to get down to it. And that's Pluto asking of your Uranus energy, you know, a few questions. And will you listen? Will you be the facilitator? Will you admit that, yes, you have a mission here, and that it is an important one, and that you are worthy and you are required? I'm hearing that, responsible. When we came into this lifetime, we signed those, I'm hearing, dual contracts. You know, where's our shadow? Where's our light? And what will we do about it? You know, that's for us to figure the source code too, and we're doing that backpedaling. We're doing that math problem, we'll say, in a way, backwards. And that's because we can. And that's where you've come in, and you probably have a lot of generational karma. So I'm probably talking to someone who you probably would say, you know, this was hard. I mean, but again, we don't stop there. Hard is, I mean, that's like, again, saying, man, like, this is a pretty high mound of rubble. It's like, but what's underneath it? Right? I mean, we look at this headstone, random as hell. No, look 8 feet under. Some of you, you guys hear that? That was like a child crying or screaming. I think they were saying something like, but yeah, like there's always more than what we see. And I think you're the person to do this. Some of you have, I think this might be an intervention with your spirit guides. Your spirit team is like, hey, we're like waiting for you, man. I heard it like that. You know, to become this person that the world is waiting for. But it comes down to one thing. It's not, I got to make money, or I got to do that. I got to wait for this. There's so much that you can do to procrastinate this mission of yours. But what it really does come down to is that very one thing of your pain, or what you're not happy with in your life, and being so empowered within yourself to admit it. Return it to sender. Yeah. I'm hearing 7. So some of you do have a connection to the Pleiades. yeah, this is for some of you for the next generation. All right. That's what I'm hearing. Probably you're the type of person who go through like 30 years of your life and then, you know, the 40th year in, you're like, that's it, I'm going to become a legend. And then you just do your shit and it's like you blow the fuck up and then you're going to be that person, you know, who just like is like, I don't know how this happened, but yeah, I just decided one day to become this person and I just did it. Like, that's probably the type of person you are. You probably, yeah, the type of person that, yeah, you'll see it that you'll be. So yeah, maybe sometimes you're a bit stubborn, like even with yourself. Anyways. Okay. But yeah, just don't sit in the corner. I'm hearing that. And see it as just school, you know? Because as much as we'll say, like, you know, I feel like the worst thing for the stock is for you to become like one of the blind sheep and just kind of like follow this like mentality of, oh, life sucks and it's meant to be hard. You know, that would be the worst place for you because yes, it's true that school and light, quote unquote, sucks, but you know, you're never just going to be just like another student. Like, you are going to be the way that you find your way through that school and how you make those lessons count for you. What you retain as the information and the lesson work is something that you find as your own sort of your own labyrinth of what you love and how you assimilate what you love to what you learn. Okay, now stock 6, let's get into it. What are we looking at? This is going to be is there someone there for you? I'll be very honest with you. You have a lot of karma here in a different way from stack 5. You have a lot of relationship karma, a lot. I don't know what you did in a past life, but you did a lot of it. And I think that you got a lot of people looking for you in this lifetime. Okay. I'm going to just explain it like that. Maybe I hope it comes off cheeky. I don't want to make any more sort of trolls out of followers here, right? But that's it. She pissed me off with that one. But yeah, you maybe have like a Venus in the 12th house. Maybe conjunct Saturn or South Node, or Mars conjunct a South Node. Maybe you have a stellium in the 12th. Maybe 8th house energies connecting to your 12th. There could be something kind of a game of chess being played between you and, as you feel it, honestly, the whole world. At a certain point, you feel like, why isn't that everyone I meet? I just feel like there's this awkward, unspoken elephant in the room of hatred. Like, why is it I feel like everyone I'm dating is like hating on me? Okay, I hear it like that. You have a lot of karma. I'm gonna just be very honest with you. Like, this is not meant to be an easy lifetime with you when it comes to Venus. Matters of the heart, matters of love. Like, this is a lifetime where there is something that needs to be. You probably had Neptune heavily placed when it came to your Venus in a past life, and it could have been sex, drugs, rock and roll. You know, you could have just been, living recklessly. I usually don't get into past life, but this is apparently something that's strong enough of a message, and your guides really need you to sort of maybe have this dot connected up with the rest of what's going on in terms of your downloads, because this is important. It's past life. It's not just something that's not being done in this lifetime. Okay, so there is, and that's not to say you're helpless, but if you're on this channel, I subscribe to the belief that karma exists. And that we are not here on our first round, or we're not here on our last, and it's important to know where we are at in terms of at least just the karma. The number not really counting as much as, let's say, the actual the negations of and the avoidance of our true high vibrational mirroring match. Maybe it's that you had a lot of lovers in a past life. So when we have physical connections with people, right? Like, that's not random. It's not, oh yeah, that felt good. This is chords that we establish with people. It's kind of like you start messaging with someone. It becomes an energy pen pal. So do we know that person? If we're having a lot of hookups, it's like I'm literally seeing you're connecting a chord on an astral realm between constellations. I'm not saying like Aries, Taurus through Pisces. I'm saying constellations, like different types of starseed constellations. Tribes and so on, and this starts to get complicated. So some of you have to backpedal a bit. I'm being very honest with you. Some of you maybe don't want to hear this, but hey, you probably feel it already, and that's how you know this is your stack, because you're probably feeling that this is also not where you need to be at. I'm hearing religious. This is not where you need to be at. Like, it probably is a south node. You maybe have a south node in Taurus. It's like this is not, it's like you just know, like, that's not what I'm meant to do, but maybe you're very tempted by it even. Okay. I'm hearing Aquarius. Now, this can also be that, you know, you feel like your higher path may be commitment. Some of you maybe have a south node in Aquarius. Okay. It could be, it may be in the house of Taurus, for instance, or Venus conjunct. Oh man, you know, there's something like really, I'm telling you, like in particular, I don't know what you would, I don't know. Maybe there's an ancient, it could be like ancient, you know, king energy or ancient pharaoh energy, whatever it happens to be. I'm kind of getting like, you lived without consequence, okay, in a past life. I'm hearing Kenya. Yeah, so some of you, love and light, you know, this is not a message we want to deliver. If you don't want to know your past lives, I'll just close your ears here now. There could have been, you know, a lifetime where there could have been a form of abuse as well. And maybe, you know, did you know, you know, at that time that that's what you were doing, you know, but that's what was happening in its essence. And there needs to be a lesson learned with that. Some of you, if you're finding a lot of heartbreak in this lifetime, you know, that ten of swords did not come from nowhere, did not come from nobody. That is something that, you know, people went down promising to themselves that they needed to sort of redeem themselves with you in this way. And it could be both ways. So maybe, you know, in a past life, it's not that, let's say you were, God forbid, abusive to someone, but, or a number of people, but, you know, maybe someone was abusive towards you. And so they owe you something, and that's a lesson. That's a karmic lesson there. So you're occupied. I feel you're pretty occupied when it comes to lessons in love and Venus in your 12th house, especially. So we all have lessons, but some are heavier than others. Some people, yeah, can have a lot of lessons. This makes me think of that one. We did a reading. It was, how's this person's karma doing ever since you guys separated? I was wearing a long sleeve, pink, like a pink salmon, a pink, what do they call it? Like a mauve color top. Anyways, he was stack 3, I think. Someone who was like so-called very good looking, and yeah, his hair started to fall out. That read. Return it. Frogs off the pond. So, yeah, and they had to watch you from a distance. Anyway, so the Four of Swords and the King. So you have a lot of people like that who maybe in a past life, they took advantage of you. Maybe you were very, very attractive in a past life. You could have been, for some of them, even hearing something like a groupie. You know, don't claim it if you're not resonating, if you don't feel it in your heart, and if you don't want to know about this, you know, just dismiss the stack. But it's not your stack, at least I guess for now, or how, I mean, whatever, you're going to claim your portal, but this King of Pentacles, and identify what you resonate with. But this person, there's someone specific as well, who's probably a big pain in your arse because they owe you something. And, you know, you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to deal with the drama, but they owe you something. And so it's kind of like they feel magnetized as well towards you because they need to make shit right with you. Okay. Now, how many of you do resonate with this stack and you know, like, what this is and you feel like this is totally your energy? If you do, can you type Streisand? Like Barbara Streisand? Interesting. High Priestess. Upright. And yeah, you got a lot of past, like, I'm telling you, the 10 of Cups upright. So some of you were, yeah, this is also giving me, like, seer, you know? Many years ago, where we had seers and oracles, you know, they were heavily taken advantage of. I'll say we were heavily taken advantage of. Yeah. I do feel that I probably did have a few lifetimes as a seer. I'll just say it. Yes. So this was not fun, because in those days, we did not have, you know, the infrastructure of society that we do today. And so it was much easier to be taken advantage of in different types of ways. With the High Priestess, you know, I mean, quite literally, like, if you were an oracle, you were abused. There was abuse, guys. Yeah. Just read about it. The Oracle of Delphi, right? Return it in the crown. Just research it. You know, yeah, the oracles were heavily gassed up with this noxious gas that would sort of rise from the cracks of, I believe it was some kind of volcano. Anyway, there's just so much to that. But I'm here with something about Scotland. So, you know, and imagine, you know, back in those days where, interestingly, they would they would have presumed more easily than in today's age that there is such a thing as energy, and there is such a thing as astrology, and there is such a thing, and these things do matter. I'm hearing return in the crown, Brian. I'm hearing Bran. Okay, yeah, that is definitely someone who is like a pedophile. That okay, so just that could be a message. I don't know, but yeah. So back in those days, imagine these kings and these I'm hearing something about a charioteer. These political figures who would need they would need an answer from you. It wasn't so much like, is she my lover? It's like, am I going to win the Gaul race? This is the big deal, and it's gonna bring that sweaty ass, testosterone ass, okay, king into that room with you. And there are things that we don't say things about. That was back in the day. This is what I'm hearing. I haven't quite done a past life regression quite like that, like so literally, at least with myself, but yeah, that's where it lies. There's a lot here. There's a lot of abuse behind those doors. And so, yeah, it's giving me Scorpion King. Go watch that movie. That's like honestly one of my favorite movies. I don't know, I click with that movie. Like, it's just one of my favorites. Of all time, really. But this is what that's giving me. So either you're on the end of, you have a lot of people who are just like, honestly, really, 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 really at your helm. They're at your mercy. I'm hearing it like this. In this lifetime, they owe you. They need to come back to you. They need to show you respect. I hear that as well. And so you're busy as hell. I'm hearing Crunk. I don't know what that's about now. Maybe it's in this lifetime as well. Maybe people here took you for granted in like in your earlier years, and it's like later in your years, it's like, it's not just, okay, that's it, like I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna find somebody. This is like, you have people who need to do right with you. So that's got to get squared away before you're really like in a relationship, because you need to be available for your true counterpart. And this is karma, so we got to deal with this karma, and this is more karmic, and like, at least in this area of your life. So it sounds like your karma is in your love life a little bit. And so yeah, this is a sticky one, and you probably have a lot of soulmates. Yeah, like in this lifetime, people who you come across who you're just like, oh man, here we go. It's like, yeah, and you have a very strong connection to certain people. Like the people that you meet, they're either like, they're either really positive, or they're like, it's intense. It's an axis. It's like either they're assisting your agenda, or they're fighting you in some way. So it's a very sort of a dichotomous axis, and it's very it's very time consuming. That's what Spirit's telling me. We can't just zip through this. This is a finite time as well that we're in to actually address these matters, and it is about the astrology. So you I'm hearing yin and yang. So you have a lot of these flies that you got to swat a bit. And it's not just love. I feel it is, there's politics, there's love, there's so much to this that, you just don't, I feel in many ways want to know about. Okay. It was like, you kind of got wrapped up into this somehow. And but I'm hearing you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and it's giving me a little bit of the last act, but from another perspective. Like you're gonna be firm, okay, and you're gonna be the person you have always been. I hear it like that. Like you made it this far. So many of you, you're a very old soul. You have very, very. You were. I'm hearing around the time of extinct animal. I'm hearing animals, and I'm hearing tribesmen. Now, I don't know. You're going to take it as you will. You're a very old soul. Okay. Creek. I'm hearing creek. Yeah, I see some of you here. Okay, so here we go. Oh man, here we go. So Spirit is giving me a vision of specifically a past life. Some of you here, they're showing me a vision of literally, like I see somewhere in like a desertous space, and I see someone is sitting by a creek. There's something going on about that place, okay, that piece of land. This is something I'm hearing of a sacrilegious journey, okay, and I'm hearing to union. There is something that is very controversial when it comes to that connection. Maybe feel free to meditate on that, okay? There's something very important about that particular lifetime, and I think that it was probably your first. Clear it down the left side of the body. Yeah. This is about your path to, I'm hearing so-called freedom. Some of you here, there's something here where, you know, you had things that were not yours. And this is, again, where we say it's very similar to last talk, and that this is generational. There's generational karma here. I'm hearing there's someone you love. You love this person. I'm here in Florida. You have so much in your heart for this person, and yet you walk alone. I'm hearing that song by Kanye West, Jesus Walks. Okay, yeah. I haven't heard that in a very long time, but that's coming through. I don't listen to Kanye really, but that's coming through here. I don't really know the lyrics beyond that, so it might be worth a gander. But this is someone here. There's someone who you know. It's almost like you know this person is in your heart. Like no matter what, like you know, you feel like this person, and they're always like with you. But then I feel like you feel that you are like alone. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. That's very interesting. Now, some of you here, yeah, I see a red circle, like a thread. You are very powerful here, you guys, with the star. Like you have a very, there goes the red screen. You have a very important mission here, and there is someone here who is with you on this path. I feel that for some of you here, you are a sea dweller. Interesting. Okay, so you are, this is a very interesting, or this is a convoluted a bit, because I think we're talking about different things here. Some of you, we're talking about your planetary constellation, where you are of origin, okay? Like you are coming here with certain talents but an origin. I'm hearing seahorse, something about the water. Yeah. So there is something about your Akashic. Okay. There is an interest in the lands of Lemuria and Atlantis. So you bring this knowledge. I hear it's knowledge. You bring this experience with you from that timeline, in that time. And there is something very, very hard. It's like, you know, I have to do this. It's like in your bones. You're walking alone, okay? I hear it like that. You're alone, I hear that. But it's like it's not like alone, like Matrix alone. It's like I'm alone. Yeah. Because I have to do this. Like you are actually, guys, you're doing, okay, so let's say like this. You know, you're pulling in the race for the equivalent of 4 human lives. You are of a high vibration enough so that you would actually have carried your whole bloodline to the final destination. Some of you are in your last lifetime here, and you are pulling the weight of your entire tribe on this planet. You need to know that. That's why some of you are so uncomfortable with the idea of also being in a relationship. Some of you, the thought of it, I'm hearing I cannot. Like, I cannot handle a relationship. This is what I'm hearing. Because you are, I'm hearing, it's the end of the world as we know it. You know it. Like, you are not available. You're not free to be just hanging out in the Matrix. Like, I'm not available. Okay? You're here saving the Matrix from self-destructing. You are here on a much higher timeline. So you're kind of just like fragmented here in 3D. Like, you're not really completely here in 3D. You're actually mostly on the astral. Your spirit team is watching you, okay? And you feel it. It's like, I feel like my spirit guides are like with their hand on my shoulder right now, and it's like, I can't just like hang out and shit here, okay? Yeah, this is really your energy, and you're right about that. So, but I am curious, you know, you do have a lot of people in the astral, but do you have somebody in 3D? I mean, like, yeah, is there someone who can love you the way you love you? I think your mission, I'm gonna be so honest with you, your mission is too important. And you've been equipped with, you know, where the last stack had that Saturn, we'll say it. It was just, yeah, down the right side body. This is not an issue of Saturn in the 5th. This is the privilege of Saturn, we'll say, conjunct the moon in the Midheaven. You know, you got a mission here. You have to put this boundary that you've been brought here with to work, and you know that, okay? And I don't think that you're really wanting to hang out with many humans. I'll just be so honest with you, and please talk to your personal practitioner before making major decisions in your life. But I am just kind of getting that this would be more like a confirmation to your natural instinct that there's something that you know you're fighting for. It's like when you're just like fighting for that fucking race, you're at the finish line and you know it. It's like, I got my eye on the red ribbon. Like, I'm not here to like make small talk with anyone who's even cheering me on. Like, that's what you're here for right now. And I feel like, you know, it would be honestly like unsound of me to say that you have interest in anything other than that, because you are doing so much for this collective. Okay, so that's something that's really key. I think that if this is truly your stack, you wouldn't feel like delated, not like elated, but delated, like deflated by that. Okay, you wouldn't be offended by that. You would actually feel more the presence of your tribe here, okay, with that message, and know that you're doing exactly everything right on divine timing for yourself and the collective at the same time. And that, for some of you, is your love story. Justice with the King of Cups. And, you know, there is something of, there is a power here behind you with the King of Cups and Justice. Some of you here, this is someone in the astral realms. Yeah. This is someone who is on the astral realms. Some of you, you've already met your lifetime partner and they have transcended into another dimension, and they are there on that side to help you do what you do in this lifetime. You could have maybe already experienced, you know, like the so-called like height of your life in terms of Venus. But now you got to get your hands dirty, okay? And it's like now you're really focused, and it's that free throw moment. And I feel like you are available to do it. And you're like, why wouldn't I do this? Like some of you, you're like giving yourself to a community even. You're dedicating yourself to, I really think for many of you, you are not here for your own karma. You are here for the collective, okay? So you're like, I elected myself to do this. And it's not, you're not, I'm hearing, you didn't just hear like, Earth song play, that's my jam. You needed to get there and in a jam because Spirit was about to have Earth was about to get into a bit of a paper jam in the astral friggin' printer, and so you needed to help them in a Jiffy Lube jam. And it's like, so you can't be thinking about the whole lube thing on this. Okay, so I don't know, guys, some of you, you're not, listen, like you have, I feel a lot of people like you are their strength. I think you need to hear that. People, they find you as solace. They find you as someone who, even if, I mean, you could be like 80 years old, you know, you could be someone who's literally just like, you know, not on Insta, not on TikTok. You're not into any of that. You're living in a cave. You're planting you're not like out there living like your so-called best ass Leo life, but you are just like giving to this collective in ways that are so concrete and real. Like when people meet you, I mean, the butterfly effect is real. Like you really impact the people that you come across and you wake them up. You do. Like I see when people meet you, they're like, whoa, that person, they're not in the Matrix, you know, and they notice that about you. Okay. So some of you, like just being who you really, really are in like the purest form of that, and just still being alive to be that example is enough, is everything. And I think some of you, you know, that's what you want. It's like, I feel like you kind of giving yourself to this project, and you're, you know, can we say it's sacrificial, but you don't feel it as sacrificial. And I think that's the biggest form of why it's a sacrifice, is the wholeness of it. People feel like you genuinely want to do this. Throat chakra, you genuinely want to do this. You're not doing it for the clout. You're not doing it for the likes. You're not doing it for the, you know, your followers on Insta, whatever. You're not doing it for the boomerang success. You're just like you, and people feel that about you. They're like, you know, this person, they don't have an agenda with me. Like this person's just free and they're just honest. They trust you. People trust you when they come across you. Some of you people, you really, you probably have a lot of Taurus, a lot of earth. I see you very earthy. I see you very grounded. I see you very, without any sort of incentive to ascend this collective, and people feel it in the little ways. I just see you meeting people, and it's so genuine. Like the people that come across you, they feel that you are maybe the only person they would ever have known that would be so honest with them. Okay. And it's in little ways. It's like, even just giving directions down the street, you know, people miss your energy. I hear it like that. A complete stranger, you know, they wish that, I'm hearing they wish they lived there. It's like, you probably meet a lot of people like just in these little ways. Maybe you're a tour guide. I don't know. I see some of you like, but I think you know it, you know, like I see you always with a smile on your face. Yeah. I see you could be a little older. So maybe you live somewhere kind of like isolated. It's like, I don't need to do the whole like Hollywood thing. That's what I'm hearing. You know, you could have like exploded your craft even in a, you're like, nah, I want to be like that token dude who doesn't talk even. You know, maybe you're just like, you just sit there. You know, maybe you're even just a shapeshifter. Shoot, maybe you're just like a forest gnome. Maybe you're, maybe we'd be talking to some leprechaun viewers. It is what it is. You know, you're that person. Like, you're just one with nature. I feel that. Like, you're just sitting there in nature. Like, honestly, and people, see, the thing is that people, they feel your electrical charge. Like, they can feel when they come across you that you're like a real person, that you're not like all hyped up on this matrix energy. So it's like some of you, you're charging with the grid. You're one of those types of light workers, and you need to know you really do make a huge difference. Like, you could save someone's life. Like, just coming across them in that moment, you just like, their phone was about to die. You just charge them right up. It's those little ways, and I think you do, again, I repeat, know it, and so that's enough for you. It's like, you could give, you know, I'm even hearing it, you know, Elon Musk, that one idea, and it turns to Tesla, and it's like, you were that one dot who connected that one dot, and that's okay. You know, you don't need that whole to be patched up in your spirit, because you're one with it. You're one with what you are here to do, and it doesn't have to be anything particular. It just has to be real. It has to be you. So some of you, you know, you don't have a void, and I see that you are coming from a place that's truly unconditional, truly whole and complete. So keep doing whatever you're doing. Some of you are like always earthing. You're probably walking around barefoot all the time. You probably have your, you know, your toes in the grass, in the dirt, like all day long. Your mind could probably not conceive of the concrete jungle, like, you know, that most people live in these days. So you come across as someone very special and very unique, humble. Exactly, Mimi. Yeah. It's like you're down to earth, literally. Yeah. And so it's like, I feel like when people, yeah, clear in the left ear, when people see you, they just grab, it's like they need you. It's like they feel that you resemble something that is more true for them and that they need more of in their life. But it's like, I see you also kind of elusive, and that's obvious, because if someone were to be with you in that way, and possibly why, maybe let's say if you do have a partner that did transcend to the other side, that's why, because you're meant to kind of give of yourself wholly. It's not meant for you to be really, I feel, on a one-on-one relationship with someone, because then they would be codependent. I hear it like that, and because this is just not meant. I just don't feel that that's meant for you in this lifetime. Like, you're meant to just be kind of this like ethereal spirit. And you feel probably very, very like in the spiritual realms. Like, maybe at times, some of you, you're a Pisces, like you don't really feel that you're really even in this, like, on this planet sometimes. Like, you're just like honestly like high on life. This is what I hear. And many of you here, yeah, like I feel like spirit has you just kind of floating like a butterfly around wherever they need you to go, wherever the earth needs you. I feel some of you maybe travel, some of you maybe even have the luxury. It may be it so-called financially, however it was set up for you in your lifetime, like to be able to just kind of bounce around, to not have to be fixated to any one person, any one place, maybe you're a vagabond, maybe you just, you know, and this, wherever you touch down on the earth, the grid, you connect to the grid, and your relationship is to this earth, to Gaia. Then I see that you really want it. No other way than that. Okay. That was stack 6. Is it true? Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Stack 6. But yeah, feel free obviously to choose multiple stacks. Now we are on stack, I think we vacuumed that card. So are we on stack 7 now? I think it's stack 7. So let's get into it. Stack 7, Ace of Cups in reverse. So what are we looking at here? What's your next relationship? Or we were saying, what's yeah, is there someone out there? And I think, like, at the last act, like, honestly, anybody that you be with would, like, hold you back, you feel. You know? Like, it would hold your, like, you probably have a lot of Aquarius. I see Aquarius and Taurus with you. I see you very crunchy and very earthy. I'm almost seeing, who is that guy who was, like, in Hollywood, and then he's, like, now he's living in, like, a cabin, and he's talking spiritual stuff. Yeah, who is that guy? British dude or something with an accent? Not Johnny Depp. Yeah, however his name is. So, yeah, so that guy, like, it's kind of giving me, like, kind of like that. Russell Brand. Right. So, yeah. Remember that song, Turks? She was sitting down. The song. I don't know. Maybe just like chill in your RV and you just listen to music. Anyway, it's the little things. And like, so you realize that like me being happy in my ultimate like sphere of energy is the best I can do for this collective. It's like me, like, because like I feel like you are seeing, like you're seeing way macro. I'm not gonna lie, maybe some of you have done some kind of like I'm hearing some of you have done some psychedelic drugs. I don't know why we're rolling our sleeves up now too. But yeah, maybe you had your motorcycle era even. I don't know. That's so specific. I think earlier, like in your earlier years, you already had like your Hollywood moment. I'm seeing Yoda here. I don't know what that's about. I have not seen Star Wars. Yoda, right? The little guy looking a little bit like Isaac. Yeah. With his cape. I'm seeing like a statue of Yoda. Now, I have never seen Star Wars, but yeah, except for accidentally we walked into like Star Wars 2 in the theater. We're like, this is not the movie. So we just ended up continuing watching it in the wrong movie theater, but I had no idea what was going on like half the time. I'm hearing something about Israel. Now, but yeah, like you, some of you, like I'm hearing maybe you had like your tattoo phase. I don't know, your Harley Davidson phase. You had, I don't know. There's something about maybe you lived the wild life. You lived on the wild side, like back in the day. So you guys, some of you did. I'm hearing shrooms, psychedelics. I mean, anybody can get a tattoo at any time. Anybody can do shrooms. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like this was a pocket of your life, and I feel like you went through that, and then it's like you came out the other side of the rabbit hole, and you were like, y'all, we're not seeing it. Okay, so I feel like you're seeing like. I keep seeing Yoda. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I see, like, you realize that... I'm seeing that you realize that, like, this whole collective, it's like as if we're all, like, in, like, a submarine. And we have to conserve our space, our air. Like, we have to be conservative with how we live in this dimension. And I feel like some of you... Okay, like you kind of have mastered this in such a way where you're practicing it. I'm imagining the card. Hold on a second. I gotta get it. It's my favorite deck. The Mystic Martian Oracle deck. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, I love that deck. Like, where did he go? Oh, it's right here. Dancing in the moonlight. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. Da, 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 da. Maybe I think you like to listen to music. I'm hearing jazz. Some of you, either you used to drive a Jaguar car, or there's something about that. Probably like you would love this deck, by the way. If you're vibing with this, like I think that you would really click and connect with this deck. This is honestly like, oh my, I just love this deck. Anyways. Returned on the back. This card. I feel this is you. Like, honestly, I feel like that's you. You're just like, bro. Ooh, where is he? Bro, like, we're just not seeing it right. It's like you're in this psychedelic energy, I swear. Like, some of you... you got a lot of air. So the thing is, like, yeah, and I think, like, you had I keep seeing Russell Brand here. I'm seeing to like, you had the ability... you had the luxury, we'll say it, to live that so-called luxurious life and realize that that's not a luxury at all, really. And so you had that time, you had that sphere to move through into your transcendence, and you came through to this point in your life now that you're sitting in this like space where you feel the gravity, no pun intended, of being one of so many and yet so few who are awakened. It's like, how do we wake these people up to remind them that they're taking up oxygen? And to breathe and to exhale more considerately. Like, this is that energy, guys, that you are in. Like, you realize that everything is karma as well, and that many people don't get this, and that they're just literally wasting energy, and they're like going down these portals that just don't get them anywhere but like into more karmic waters. And so it's like you're just like thinking very scrupulously. Like, I think that I don't know why I get this energy, but I feel like you really have... I'm not saying anything. Like, I'm straight edge. I never done no drugs in this lifetime, but you probably... Maybe you dabbled with it. I don't know. I just feel that. I'm hearing Danny. So anyways, it's like... It's kind of giving me like some people not realizing that we all like... We're here with limited oxygen space. Anyways, maybe you're even into like philanthropic... Shoot, where the ramp took me to that word. But yeah, philanthropic. Like, I don't know. Where else? Some helium gas, even energy. Some of you, maybe you routinely, I don't know, you maybe dabble. Maybe some of you even do, like, I don't know. I'm hearing something about magic mushrooms, but you're doing something like with these mushrooms. And I think that maybe you're doing psychedelic work, and then maybe you're even trying to like alter and shift the consciousness of humanity. Now that's very interesting. Okay, this is reminding me of that one Aries reading. Remember when people were worried about Aries? Because I think it was, yeah, they were like, oh no, Aries. Like, Aries was doing something risky with like magic. Anyways. But like for the betterment of like the collective, they were trying to like alter and shift like the dimension even. So some of you are out there doing stuff like that. I'm seeing a big paint bucket. Just return it. Yeah, so like you're sitting here thinking like, how can we? It's all kind of giving me a little bit of like an Elon Musk even energy. It's like, how can we like? But yeah, because that would make sense. Because didn't he sell off all of his houses? And now he's living like in this like little like tubule RV life. Yeah, so some of you are kind of like downscaling. You're realizing like this matrix is one, and before it comes two, we gotta start working on these people who are like silent feeders of this bloodline. I mean, or like that. That's like it's getting drained by the vampiric frequency. So anywho, yeah, this is someone that, like, we think we have a crisis with the environment. We have a crisis with the Akashics. I'm hearing that as well, and some people are not waking up to their Akashics. It's like he was supposed to wake up. I'm hearing Dumbledore, like he's not waking up. So this is a different is a different pandemic. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the crown? No, what is the stack? Oh, yeah, we already did that stack, right? Wait, what stack are we on? That was stack 7? What stack are we on, guys? Who was the psychedelic stack? Who was the one in that stack? Some of you, we'll just continue it then. Okay, so you're like dedicating yourself, to finding a way for society to alter their consciousness more quickly. You're on another level. You're totally on another level. And many of you will, this is you. So, and many of you feel that there is someone on the other side who's helping you channel this answer. Now, that was stack 7. So now we're on to, is it true we're on stack 8 already? I keep hearing the song. Dancing in the moonlight. Okay. Really? Is it stack 7, guys? I just keep seeing that Harley Davidson, though. That could be, someone's message. So maybe even look back at yourself. I'm hearing something about Hillary Swank. Like, you used to, like, sit on the Harley Davidson with, like, your tattoo. There's just a moment. It's like looking at yourself in your yearbook photo. It's like, wow. I used to, like, think that using up gas was, like, the thing to do. I don't know. Maybe it is an environmental thing, too. Yeah. I think you're just in these like, you're in another dimension. People sitting here thinking about likes on their socials, like, you're in a different dimension, I'm telling you. People sitting here thinking, how can I become the next billionaire? You're on another dimension, I'm telling you. So yeah, I think that you obviously, like, you have some kind of access to some kind of even like alien friends. And I think you're making use of those contacts. It's a different network that you're exercising. Okay, so anywho, I thought we were going to get this abstract. And I think, like, that's part of it. You're like, shoot, why would I talk to, like, Vanessa on Tinder? It's like, I'm talking to the extraterrestrials. I don't have no time now. I'm going to facepalm Vanessa. Love and light, bye. See you later, Vanessa. I got to talk. It's like, this is way more cooler. You're like this. I'm talking to these dudes. No, they're channeling to me. The hell am I going to do on some Tinders? No, my thumbs are busy. I don't swipe left or right. I just got to sit here and meditate. Oh, I got to talk to my extraterrestrial, my ancestors too. Yeah, we got to all get down to this. We got some shit we got to figure out. Yeah, Earth is in a Mayday. Okay. Anyways, that's you. Now, what's this stack? I don't know why. Wait, so who was the King of Wands? If someone remembers, which stack was the King of Wands? Because I still have the King of Wands out. I feel like we may be on stack 7. Does anybody... Can you guys confirm, like, 100%? All right. Well, then I'll just move on to stack 8. Okay. So, stack 8. Oh, shit, I just vacuumed the card, too. Okay, oh well. So, we're on stack 8. Is there anyone here? I'm hearing Ike. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, but I just keep hearing it. Like, yeah, he could take my idea. I don't care. It's like, you're just like, listen, I'm telling, like, I don't know why it's so interesting. I feel like you're literally in that place of like, it's not about my ego. I really don't care about the followers and the like that. If Elon Musk could take my idea and put it to action, he needs to do that right now. I don't care about royalties. I don't care about none of that. He doesn't need to even like copy. He doesn't need to put even honor the copyright. He doesn't even need to give me what is it, like he doesn't need to tag me in the photo, in the caption and shit. I need him to just implement this shit, because listen, it's like, I feel like I think maybe you did get a download. You did get a download on something about Earth. And it's like, I think it's kind of worrying you a little bit. I see something about the number 7 here. There's something that I'm looking at these. It's like these alien forces, y'all, they literally gave you this download about something that you just can't sleep now. It's like, you can't let go of this idea. It's like, uh-oh. Like, we literally have like 7 years to like save this planet here, Earth. Okay? Like, this is something, a big deal, and I feel like it's something that you're dedicating your entire life to. You're living, breathing. It is really giving me Elon, guys. So, y'all, who knows? Maybe he is into like these I just keep seeing that Yoda statue. But yeah. Yeah, these are the chakras, by the way. Those dots, those circles. So, yeah, you're trying to figure something out. Oh, it could be the Mars thing. Yeah, like, because I'm seeing that rainbow. How are we going to get... I'm hearing the electric field now, like electric slide, like something with electricity. It's like, how do we broadband connect to another planet? It's like, because we need to do it now. Someone's trying to figure out how to shapeshift, because yeah, there's something going on. Anyways, wow. So yeah, anyways, yeah, see, he's even barefoot, I swear. See, like, he's trying to live in like the most conservative way. That's probably, so if this is your stack, as a further clue, like, you're just like, bro, all I need is like my 2 legs. I don't need a car. I don't need money. I don't need cars. I don't need that. If I got you. The song. Maybe I don't know, I'm hearing twerk. Maybe he used to be, like, I repeat, like, he lived that fast life in the fast lane. Okay. Now he realized we don't need none of these highways. This is like some stupid shit. I don't need to drive that fast car. No. It's like, so yeah, someone went through the whole wormhole. So, and I don't know why I keep saying drugs here, but yeah. So someone took that shroom, and then he realized that, listen, like, we all got a broom, but we're not using it properly. Like, we need to be identifying with our clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient gifts. It's like, we are all witches and wizards, but yeah, and I mean, it is with a good reason, because some people would try to use it, like, hence why Atlantis went down. But yeah, we all need to wake up, and if we wake up, then we wouldn't like, yeah, be in this like, yeah, we wouldn't be in this like weird ass conundrum. Like, this person feels we're all living in a fishbowl. This is this person's perspective. They see life as we are living in some kind of fishbowl here. And it's like, they see people who are not woke as kind of like, honestly, like, kind of like dumb. Like, they're just like, bro, like, you don't realize, like, we're like in a bowl right now, and like the water is running out, and like the water is becoming real dirty. I'm hearing that as well. Like you don't realize. Ugh, yeah, this kind of sounds like when I'm talking about how LA, the pollution in the air, and this is true. I mean, most channelers would come down to this conclusion, of course, because that's return it, the glass dome. Like we are realizing that this is also I mean, we're not here to just sit here and vegetate. We are here to wake up and I'm hearing start clearing rather than, because it's like bacteria, too many bacteria multiplying, creating this gas. Anyways, that's what I'm hearing, like a byproduct. So anyways, okay. So let's get further. I feel like your love life, like even, I mean, you know, what do they say? It's called like what they say, food porn, documentary porn. Like you love watching these documentaries. Like nothing gets you in the mood to like honestly just like go to bed, like to conk out. then a good documentary, like then you can sleep tight at night knowing that you have another piece of the puzzle. Yeah, you've definitely transcended like your ego. Like you're not in your Mars like lusty lusts. No. Nope. Just return it. And I think part of it is the blessing of like having experienced this so-called life of luxury and like having anything you ever wanted in the earlier parts of your life. And it could be for some of your past life. I'm hearing something about Nicaragua. Now, the last stack. It's like, did you hear like you got to be a millionaire and do this? Like, yeah, bitch, I heard. You were maybe a billionaire in the last timeline. It's like, I know how that goes. Like, I'm not here for that. Anyways. Okay. Just clear it. Return to the side body. I don't need to like, sift through these humanoids and like find my counterpart. Oh my God. That's what happens, I guess, when you have a conversation with the alien life. Yeah. It's just, these humanoids, I don't do it for me no more. Oh my God. Oh man, we're turning a page of this one. It's turning into some kind of alien. Okay, but now all right, are we ready? Stack 8. Okay. It's like, why do I gotta be with one human when I can hang out with one alien? You hear with a human, you think it's a big deal. A human, you're holding hands together. You got this alien over here. He's got like 6 digits on each hand, and he's got both his hands wrapped around my forehead. He won't let go of my forehead. He's holding it like a cathode, like it's a cat. He's holding my temples, and he's talking to me. How the fuck am I supposed to think about sex? I don't know. That's for some. I'm not, there's no way I can think about nothing lower than my crown chakra when I'm in this heightened, enlightened state. And all I think about is getting other people to this point in their life too. Yeah, so you're on that higher wavelength. Some of you, like, you have really transcended. Okay. It's like, you're just like, I don't know, like some of you really connecting to these spiritual teams and maybe more obviously than not. I see you are like interacting with some kind of holographic creatures. Some people have to go way deep into the ocean for that, but I think that you could just you take another detour to get there. So you know your way. I don't know, some of you, maybe you do have interactions here with like intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm hearing Swifty Bay. I don't know what that means. Like, he found his equivalent. Like, some of you here, like, you find your equivalent on the astral. Like, we think this is a big deal. It's like AI. Maybe it's like AI, Lord. For those of you who maybe are like, well, I still kind of want to love life. Like, you are not necessarily, maybe you are into, like, AI. All right. Hearing something about boba. I'm hearing something about cartoons. Just return it. So now, yeah, it's I just keep getting this vision of this like robot. Like he has his like pupil, he has his fingers on your head. What is it, Isaac? And he's like trying to channel something to you. Lord, yeah, maybe you're a channeler. So it's like, whoa. That's your love life, y'all. Yeah. Like, that's a high vibration that you're reaching. It's like, yeah, I just see you, like, flying. You're on this magic carpet. Whoa. And it's like, yeah, but, like, that's your eye contact. Like, you guys are making, like, very strong eye contact in that moment. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. You're going to just take that as you will. You do have a twin flame. I hear that. Okay, so let's get further. Isaac, can you hold up, though? A sec? Just hold on a moment. So... Now, yeah, so where are we at? This is stack 8. Now, what's going on? I see something about the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, shoot, guys. My food. Hold on. It's in the oven. Angel! Smells like popcorn. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you for reminding me, Angel. Guys, can you move? Can you move? Uh-oh. Isaac, perfect timing, doll. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Isaac. Good boy. You're like an alarm, doll. Thank you, Angel. We're almost done now. I'm going to give it to you, okay, my love? Oh, Alex, you want to do the read, doll? All right. So, oh my god, that vision is just repetitive, Lord. It's like frog digits. It's like, you know, froggy pads. But I'm seeing, like, with the alien, like, he has his hands, like, on your face, and he's just, like, channeling, like, information to you. Oh my god. All right. So, Isaac Bobo. So, yeah, you're, like, a little busy right now. You're on that psychedelic-ish for some of you. Yeah, so let's get further. King of Swords. That's, like, right now, like, turning you on. Like, that's your turn on in your life. Yeah, and I feel like you are... I feel like you're very focused. Like, I feel like... I mean, there's a reason why these... Yeah, why they're talking to you. Isaac, can you hold on? So, let's get further. That's funny when they say, oh, yeah, you got ADD. Yeah, I got ADD on you, human. That's because I'm so super focused on what the alien beings are channeling. So, yeah, that's interesting. Because I see you focus as hell. Like, where you're really... But I do see, like, maybe even it is an AI thing where they wear the virtual hat or whatever, the virtual glasses. Okay, Isaac. Yes. Give me a sec. But yeah, I think you're misunderstood. Now, it's okay. And it's like, you know that. It's like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I expect to be misunderstood. Otherwise, I would be crazy. Because I am dedicating myself right now. I changed my whole life to suit the need that this collective has to ascend and to wake up and realize that they're honestly, like, out of there. Batshit crazy arses. Isaac, can you wait? And so there better be something wrong with the majority of people that I come across. I mean, yeah, to be to the point where they would think that I'm the one who's crazy. So I don't think that you're offended at all in the least bit by none of these trolls. Okay, honestly, even. And anyways, you're just too focused anyways to even, like, give them much. Okay? I'm hearing something about Will Ferrell. Much of, like, yeah, your, yeah, I'm hearing your expectations met. So... I think some of you're also sassy. I do see you have, you're very protected. But you also, like, you have a side to you. Maybe you do come across, like, all kinds of alien forces. Some of you, I mean, some of them, yeah, because, I mean, you're, like, right, I see you in the crossfire. Because I see, like, some alien forces trying to communicate certain things to you, and then I see other alien forces trying to communicate other things to you. And so you're, like, right in between these guys. I see, yeah, and they're holding they're literally holding on to, like, your chakras. like cathodes. Isaac, can you please hold on, love? You gonna wait, Angel? I'm gonna give it to you in a second. So for Isaac. So, yeah, and so I think some of you, yeah, I mean, you just like dismiss certain people who are not in alignment, honestly. I mean, you don't need to be, yeah, so that's what it is. But we had a thought with that. Hold on. Like, there's a lot going on. I think that you're probably one of the highest vibrational people on this planet right now. You have most of your concentration, and thus you're giving your energy to something here. You probably are solving something in this world right now that, I mean, it's like the Thomas Edison, you know, like, finding electricity, you know, this something like that. Like you feel you have to be so invested in this. But yeah, like some people here. Shoot, I had a download with that. What can someone? This is about dodging like certain entity energies, and being able to read like who is really with the proper intention with you. I'm hearing something about Kevin Hart. Anyways, Stackgate, let's get into it. To a source. But damn, we had a thought with that. Hold on, could somebody jog my memory? Right then, it started buffering. Like that's, come on. What were we saying? It was something right before we said you're sassy. Right before that. It was something like you don't something trolls. You don't pay attention to these trolls. You don't have time to pay attention to these trolls, or something like that. You don't give attention to trolls. Trolls, something. What were they if someone can actually verbatim like fetch my memory with that last quote. Solving something. You realize you're solving something, right? I think I just have to go back. Hey, Isaac, you need to wait. Anyways, it's very hot, doll. Let me just replay it really quickly here. There was a download with that. Hey, Isaac, I have something for Isaac. Come here, Isaac. I have a treaty. I gotta go back. Let's see. We were talking about being very focused. Yes. What? Great. Some fucking random music playing. Okay, well, this song is Griffin, Just for a Moment, featuring Isaline. Okay, hold on. Let me... Why is it still playing? Oh my god. We literally stopped it, and it's because it's on playback on the... So let me just go back really quickly, guys. Wait. Yo, Isaac, can you hold on? So let's get further. That's funny when they say, "Oh yeah, you got ADD." Yeah, I got ADD on you, human. That's because I'm so super focused on what the alien beings are channeling. So yeah, that's interesting because I see you focused as hell. Turn it. Like where you're really, but I do see like maybe even it is an AI. virtual hat or whatever, the virtual glasses. Okay, Isaac. Yes, yes. Give me a sec. But yeah, I think you're misunderstood. Now it's okay, and it's like you know that. It's like that's perfectly fine. Like I expect to be misunderstood. Otherwise, I would be crazy because I am dedicating myself right now. I changed my whole life to suit the need that this collective has to ascend and to wake up and realize that they're honestly like out of their batshit crazy arses. And so there better be something wrong with the majority of people that I come across. I mean, yeah, to be to the point where they would think that I'm the one who's crazy. So I don't think that you're offended at all in the least bit by none of these trolls. Okay, honestly, even. And anyways, you're just too focused. Anyways, to even like give them much. Okay, I'm hearing something about Will Ferrell. Turn it. Much of like, yeah, your yeah, I'm hearing your expectations met. So I think some of you, you're also sassy. I do see you have, you're very protected. But you also, like, you have a side to you. Maybe you do come across, like, all kinds of alien forces. Some of you, I mean, some of the, yeah, because, I mean, you're, like, right, I see you in the crossfire. You're, yeah, and anyways, you're just too focused. Anyways, to even, like, give them much. Okay, I'm hearing something about Will Ferrell. Much of, like, yeah, your, yeah, I'm hearing your expectations met. So I think, and anyways, you're just too focused. Anyways, to even like give them much. Okay, I'm hearing something about Will Ferrell. Much of like, yeah, your So I think that this message, what is trying to come through, I feel this ascension like when you're on an airplane and the altitude in the ears. So I feel like some of you, yeah, I mean, well, that's kind of like, Isaac, can you please come here? Come here, Isaac. I have a treaty for you. Come. No, it's for Isaac Jade. Isaac. Yeah, they tried to like distract you. You know? You're realizing that they don't even really know what they need. So anyways, let's just move on. Stack 8. Do you have someone, Stack 8, that's going to make you so-called feel what you feel as good as you with you, right? That's the question. So Stack 8, you are... You hear those people chuckling outside? Like a hyena? So, the, yeah, let's get a little more. Return it, just return it, just return it. Guys, like, some people, I'm going to confirm on this, but let's see. Hyena. Some people find you kind of creepy. I'm gonna be very honest. Yeah, cackling, exactly. So, some people find you very interesting. Isaac, can you please come here? Some people find you creepy. I don't know what this is about, but like, yeah, some people. What a thing to say. This is not for everybody, maybe in that way, but well, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. So some people here, I don't know, they find you, I mean, scary, standoffish a bit. Let's see. You guys hear that? Shit. Hyenas on the loose. Where do they emigrate from? Where do hyenas actually, like, yeah, live as a tribe? Is it in the desert? I imagine, like, desertous lands. I don't quite imagine, like, Washington, D.C., but... It's jokes. Oh, no. Maybe some people, they find your jokes corny, like me. I don't know, guys, what's going on in this? I feel like some of you, I don't know, something is going on maybe with the love chemistry in general, guys. I don't know. I have this jar of olives. I'm just gonna sneak one. I'm getting a little hungry. Okay, I'm gonna just get one little olive right here. It's like, I don't know, maybe some people, it's hard for people to like click with your humor. I just ate that like an orangutan. Okay, it's like, yeah, not many people are clicking with my jokes. Not many people, they're like catching my humor, my drift. Some of you, maybe you feel kind of like quirky. Let's see, is there someone out there? Maybe you're high maintenance, so-called. Some of you, you're witchy. Could be overlap the last act. Maybe some of you are Chandler. Maybe you like so-called like talk to yourself. That's maybe what some people see of you. I'm kind of even getting that other stack with High Priestess. Isaac. Is this for Isaac? Yummy, yummy. Come, Isaac. Come. Yes, good boy. Come. Come. Is it for Isaac? You don't want it though? You're gonna let Jade and Alex eat it? Really? Okay, okay, I got you. I'm on my way, Isaac. I'm coming. I'm gonna give you your dinner. But you have to wait anyways. It's very hot, Isaac. You have to wait. It's gotta cool off, okay? Yes. I made them like a big dinner. Okay, so. Yes, I'm gonna give it to you. Oh. All right. So guys, yeah, some of you here, you know, I think you also have to work on your heart chakra. This is taking us to that other stack again. Some of you, don't be snooty, Alex. So some of you, you know, you, this Five of Swords, you know, is some of you, you are unhealed. You do really as well need to yeah, you need to definitely like work on your heart chakra, okay? There is a blockage here in your heart chakra, and I feel like some of you here, maybe you feel like kind of defensive to society. Can I see a little more to matters of love? It's like unknowingly you're pushing love away. Like I just keep getting this vision of when people meet you, they're like, they don't want to like go near you. I don't know what that is. Like they don't want to like they're getting the stop sign from you. Yeah. That, Some of you need to like raise your vibration to know really what you want so you can emit that properly to the universe so that you can manifest a high timeline, because otherwise you're just kind of floating and like coagulating in between timelines, and it's like you're kind of like thinking that that's okay with you, like that you're okay and you're happy like that, but yeah, just return it. But you actually need to like jump a timeline. You need to ascend. Some of you here, you maybe are spiritually egoic, and you really need to like get out of your head with thinking that also your spirituality ends somewhere. It never ends. You have more to learn, always more shadow. There's, you know, some of you, you're getting a little bit like of an ego, okay? Like a spirit, no, Alex, like a spiritual ego. And it's funny because we told him don't get snooty. That's definitely a message. Some of you, like, it's a detriment to you, the way that you are dismissing your own pain. Very similar, like Andre said, to as a stack 6. So yeah, I would really focus on you right now. Okay, if you got to this stack and to this read overall, return to this, you know, right here on this channel, you really need to focus on your heart chakra. I'm hearing your throat chakra as well. And don't kid yourself on what really needs your attention. We'll